視聴者の皆様もやはりこの
I'm sitting here watching Takekeisho ringside as he finished his match before we start the final match of the day. And, he's breathing heavy. He's a heavy set guy. I know all that too well, and he just exerted himself, not too much for his win over Ura in the previous match, and got the towel there, wiping the sweat. And I'm trying to remember, there was a wrestler about 3 or 4 years ago who had like an upper respiratory problem, like he couldn't breathe very well, and he tried his best at sumo, and I'm wondering, I can't remember his name, I don't know what happened to him, if he had to pull out, but he made it all the way up to Maegashira, and he was a talented guy, but he literally had to breathe, like he couldn't get enough breath, and so if the match went on for longer than like 20 seconds, he was done. And you'd always see him at the side after a win when he'd have to stand there to wait to hand the water of power to the next guy, and he would look like he was about to pass, and he was just taking these huge deep breaths. God, what was his name? Anyone, please, in the comments, if you know what I'm talking about, I'm rambling here a bit, leave his name down there in the comments for me. It just reminded me of that, and now I can't remember his name. My brain is not as good as it used to be. Okay, in the contest, for the channel contest, well, there we go. Let me at least tell you who's fighting here. Kinbozan. Kinbozan is fighting our boy Terunofuji. Kinbozan, Maegashira 5, of course, from Kazakhstan, and 3-3 record at the moment for him. And his opponent is undefeated Yokozuna Terunofuji, who wants to win to go to 7-0, to be on the top of the leaderboard with Meisei and Asanoyama. In the channel contest, we did have a glitch in the public standings page where it wasn't adding the final column, the Asanoyama group, to the standings, but it didn't really change much after Mike fixed it today because everybody picked Asanoyama in the bottom group. So the top, all alone in first place right now, is John D. Then we have 2 people tied for second place, and John has 31 points. Tied for second is Bill G. and Exile Hamburger. I'll say it that way. They have 30 points. 16 people are tied for third place, and I am in a huge group of 61 people tied for fourth place. So my team had 28 points going into today. I was rooting for Abi in that match against Midori Fuji when they got the redo, because he's on my team, but alas, he lost. And my other guy, Hokuseiho, lost today, so I had a few losses today. Probably didn't help my team out too much. Terunofuji's on my team. 75% of you picked Terunofuji to be on your team in the contest. Only 25% of you picked Takekeisho over Terunofuji in that grouping. So he's doing fine for me. But 3 guys entered the day undefeated. 2 of them have won so far, and this is our last man that can join that group. Tomorrow on day 8, Nakabi, the middle Sunday. Of course, I'll be on the couch for full coverage. I think I ended up with some Jurio matches added in with at least 10 videos for you today. So, yay to me. And I hope you're enjoying the fuller weekend coverage, which, of course, I'll offer again next weekend on day 14 and 15, 27 and 28. No plans to be anywhere but watching Sumo. Fast 10, the Fast and the Furious movie, opened in Japan this weekend. Here it's called Wild Speed. But it's gotten so-so reviews. I think I'll see it for fun at a cheaper price. I'm not going to go and pay the IMAX price to see it, unless some of you leave a comment and go, no, Jason, you got to totally go see it in IMAX. But I'll try to go see it, but it won't be this weekend. I'm so busy this weekend. I've got a bunch of work to do for school, and I'm trying to get my sumo cards organized. I've got some fun stuff coming up in June for the channel. After the Basho finishes, I want to do a box break of the new sumo cards, and I'm going to do a Sanctuary review. If you've been watching that show on Netflix, I'm going to get that all caught up on that and review the sumo drama for you, and maybe do a live sumo chat on that, like a live stream, and you guys can chime in with your thoughts as well. A lot of you have told me you've been watching it as well. All right, Terunofuji, here we go. All the links you need are down in the description. Thanks to everybody that's gone by the tip jar. I got some good tips recently, so appreciate that. Thank you so much. Here we go, final match.
はり横綱強い7連勝です照ノ富士。金剛山を一周いたしました。
ちょっと見て刺していきましたね、横綱、引っ張り込まないですよね。ちょっとでも回しとって長くなったら大変だと思ったんで早く勝負つけましたけど、この足を取られちゃえばどうすることもできないですよね。ちょっと金峰山ね、横綱がわんぱく相撲に胸出してるみたいな感じで、もうちょっと当たっていってほしかったな。
All right, so with Endo withdrawing, we won't need a man from Jurio to come up anymore. We'll be back down to 19 matches, but all 38 combatants will be Makuuchi ranked wrestlers. So all the Jurio men will stay down in Jurio. And Enho, you know, coming up today, if you watch that match from earlier and obviously not having any success. Tomorrow, some of the Jurio matchups I'm looking forward to. Ochiai has, who does Ochiai have? It has Shimazumi, who's 5-2. Enho has Azumaru. Enho's 0-7. Azumaru's 1-6. And Oshoma has Shonanaumi. Both men are 5-2. Roga, 5-2, fights Gonoyama, who's 7-0. So some fun matchups in Jurio I'll probably throw up on the channel tomorrow, and a whole slew of the Makuuchi slate. Of course, I'll have the Asanoyama match for you. There is Terunofuji's 7-0 ranking, and tomorrow he has Koto Shoho. And who does Kinbozan has Nishiki Fuji tomorrow. All right, guys, thanks for watching Day 7 with me. Take care of yourselves. See you tomorrow. Peace.